MotorWeek is made possible by Rock Auto, Tire Rack, and Die Hard.
Well, hello and welcome again to MotorWeek 88. We're glad to have you with us. Look at the magazine covers on any newsstand and you'll see certain cars are in on any given month. We test a lot of those in cars too. But there are plenty of interesting cars around that don't get a whole lot of attention. The Colt Wagon is one of them. While station wagons don't set most people's hearts aflutter, the fact remains they do a lot of work. And this one has a few surprises. The biggest surprise is, even though the Mitsubishi-built Colt DL wagon is one of the biggest compact wagons on the market, it won't break your bank account. The Colt wagon, which is sold by Dodge and Plymouth dealers, has a base price of $8,859, and our loaded test car came in at only $11,282. You certainly get your money's worth. While the Colt sedans and hatchbacks are changing for 1989, the wagon will remain as you see it here for at least another year. The styling is smooth, with none of the dumpy looks that you expect from an Econobox wagon. Add the optional two-tone paint scheme and you get one sharp-looking little family car. Wagons aren't usually bought for looks, however, but for their ability to move people and cargo. Our test car had the optional custom-grade interior, which makes the moving a comfortable experience. The custom package seats are a big improvement over the standard seats. They're better padded with large bolsters and good back support. The driver gets an adjustable lumbar support and a manual height adjustment is optional. But while the seats are improved, the dash is the same unit that the Colt has had for several years. Lights and wipers are controlled by big rotary knobs on the side of the instrument pod. The gauges themselves are large and easy to read, but far too sparse. The tachometer and engine readout package from the Colt Premier sedan isn't offered on the wagon. Tall testers also had a problem with the fixed wheel, which hid the top of the speedometer. The heat and ventilation controls are a set of simple slide levers. They're well marked, and their high location means they're easier to reach. Then the stereo, which is buried at the bottom of the center pod. The unit itself is rather nice, but its poor location negates any good points. Things look better in the rear seat, where the generous room and cleverly engineered roof mount shoulder belts win our applause. A split folding seat back makes for plenty of cargo hauling flexibility. That's on top of the already generous cargo area. The rear hatch lifts up high and out of the way for easy access. Over 60 cubic feet of cargo space is available with the seat folded. The sharp edges on the hatch were a nasty surprise, however, for our testers. You can scratch and dent your head if you're not careful. There's no surprise about the DL wagon's engine. This proven 1.5-liter four-cylinder produces 75 horsepower and 87 pound-feet of torque. Cost-conscious family drivers will have no difficulty with home maintenance. All maintenance points are located for maximum accessibility. But, as in most Japanese cars, fluid reservoirs are poorly marked. Marked or not, the drivetrain makes for a pleasant, if not particularly brisk, ride down the track. 0 to 60 takes 12.5 seconds. And the quarter mile ends in 18 seconds at 76 miles per hour. The 5-speed manual shifter is a delight, with smooth, precise, if somewhat long throws. A 3-speed automatic is also available. We recommend sticking to the manual, however, because like most Econoboxes, the DL wagon runs out of power quickly. No surprises there. But another surprise lies in this car's handling. Steering and suspension work together to deliver a remarkably balanced performance. The power steering deserves particular praise. It's quick with just the right amount of boost to deliver plenty of feedback, yet it's still light enough for effortless parking. Emergency maneuvers do not fare as well, however. The small tires simply can't deliver enough grip to keep up with the suspension, so recovery is slow. The wagon's handling surprised us, but braking was an absolute shock. 55-0 distances averaged a short 112 feet, and no matter how hard we jumped on the pedal, the front disc rear drum brakes refused to lock up. This is breaking on par with some very expensive European sedans, hardly what we'd expect from a Japanese econo-wagon. The highway ride is more what we expected. It's a bit harsh, and the interior sound level is 70 decibels. EPA fuel economy ratings are great at 34 city and 38 highway. However, our test result was disappointing at 28 miles per gallon. In our safety check, the Colt DL wagon passes with comfortable rear shoulder belts, 5-mile-per-hour bumpers, and radial tires. Like most economy cars, it lacks front passive restraints and anti-lock brakes. But you'd never know it with the superb brakes that lead our list of hits. That's followed by balanced handling, reasonable price, sleek styling, and generous cargo space. Misses include a long reach for the radio, too few gauges, and sharp edges on the hatch. As for the competition, the Honda Civic wagon cost more. It offers similar cargo space, and its boxy styling allows it to carry taller loads. That boxy look is also less appealing to the eye than the Colt's. But the Honda offers a four-wheel drive option, a feature the Colt will also offer in the fall. A comparably equipped Ford Escort wagon will cost you a lot less, but it also offers less cargo space, and it lacks the Colt's balanced handling. After all this, it should be no surprise that we like the Colt DL wagon a lot. It's an economical, affordable family car that doesn't act like the miniature bread wagon it appears to be. And that's going to be a very pleasant surprise for quite a few families.